remember walking up these stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I remember counting the steps. I remember counting the way that they felt under my feet. And I got to about 7 or 8. And I'm standing there, and I walk out, and I sit on this concrete wall. It's late August. And I'm sitting on this cold concrete wall, and the wind is brushing through my hair, and I came here to do one thing, and that was to kill myself. I shouldn't smile at that. But what I found after sitting there, and because I'm a wonderful Gen Z Zoomer, I posted my suicide note online. I posted it to my Instagram. I posted it to my Snapchat. And as I was sitting on that wall, I could feel my phone in my pocket shaking and vibrating, and it felt like an earthquake because my mom was calling me, my school was calling me, my friends were calling me, people I hadn't even talked to since the 6th grade were texting me about how wonderful it is and how smart it is and how I'm going to go far places. And I remember there's these people, and I'm on top of a parking garage, and I remember these people come turning around this corner, and I hear and I'm like, I'm trying to kill myself here. Why are these people being idiots? And I'm still there for a good minute, and then I see two of my friends two of my best friends that I've had since elementary school. And they walk up, and with something as simple as my best friend coming up and tapping me on the back and saying, "It's okay, it's all right." It made all the issues that I had felt, the stress of school, the worry of, maybe my grades aren't enough, all that evaporated. All the reasons that I had come up all these floors of this simple parking garage had gone away. And I just cried. It was something as simple as that, and I broke down and I cried, and I got away from that wall within seconds of that moment. Now, if you look at my shirt, it's Superman, one of the most recognizable things in the world. And to connect it, there's a wonderful comic called All-Star Superman that came out in 2007. And one of the most popular pages of it it's just one page, and it starts where we see this young girl on the edge of a building. So it's very, very metaphoric, or very anecdotal. And the next panel, we see Superman fly down behind her and do almost exactly the same thing, where she grabs him on the shoulder, or where he grabs her by the shoulders and said, "It's all right, nothing's as bad as it seems." And it's this idea that has really helped and benefited me into becoming a more optimistic and a more hopeful person. When I do this, and when I look at any sort of media, but specifically comic book media, and superhero media, which has become this huge plethora of a thing, it makes $2 billion every year at the box office, $3 billion, and that number seems to grow. It's looking at this, we realize why so many people find power in these characters. And that's through something very simple, is that people want to feel hope. And who more than an embodiment of hope is a person who dresses up in a colorful suit and then goes and saves people. And that day, my best friend was Superman to me. Something as simple as that, because he was that person who could grab me by the shoulders and tell me everything was going to be all right. And you don't even have to be saving the world. You don't even have to be telling someone to not jump. Superman has also been categorized as just someone who goes and gets a cat out of a tree. Almost anyone can be a superhero in their own way. And that's the wonderful thing about this media, is that we can see that, and we can understand that by something that's such a symbolic representation of what it means to be good. And it's through this media, and it's through understanding storytelling, that I have found and stuck with the belief that people are good. Because in the modern world, we focus too much on the worst people of the worst. Well, while I'm standing in this room, looking at 50, 100 people, I realize what percentage of these people are bad? Hopefully only 2%. Hopefully. And it's understanding this idea of how good people are, to where small things like Oh, I didn't do good on a math test. Or, oh, my girlfriend broke up with me. Why does it matter? Especially for me, I'm 17 years old, nearly 20, going in college. It doesn't matter. I have the rest of my life to feel pain. And this medium has taught me one thing overall, is that I can even find enjoyment and optimism through hard times. Because if I didn't have hard times, then why would the good times matter? Why would it matter when I was happy over, let's keep going with the test anecdote. Why would it matter if I did good on a test? If nothing hurt. So what I'm asking you to do is, I'm not asking you to go and read the 100+ years of comic book history. And if that's not your thing, that's fine. Everyone has their thing. Just go watch a movie. Everyone loves movies. Or read a book. Fictional storytelling has been around for so long for a reason. That's because we find faith in the idea of overcoming obstacles. Thank you.